all right, folks. Namaste and love to you. CC2 Arms, also known as True Patriot. Let me drop down this background audio just a bit. I don't want to be offensive. I don't want to make it a bunch of noise that doesn't sound appropriate. Don't need unnecessary offense taken, so let me drop down this background audio just a bit. That should be it. That should be sufficient as to not interfere with my words and not interfere with your hearing of my words or whatever it is we are doing. Anyway, what is up, folks? I hope you all enjoyed that. I'm sorry for the I'm sorry that wasn't a quality video. Audio probably sucked. The video resolution probably wasn't great. The video itself was probably shaky. I was holding a damn portable cell phone device thingy and walking around the fucking yard in my boxer shorts and, you know, hey, apologies, but I needed to be able to somehow on the spot, real quick in a hurry, show people what I'm up against. And I don't do so for pity, for any of that. I do so because it is tedious. So when I speak about stuff being a labor of love, you can better comprehend what I'm meaning by that. Because it is just that. It is, in fact, labor. It is love-filled. It is something that we do because we enjoy, because we love nature, because nature loves us. But don't get it twisted, folks. You make that determination that you would wish to be self-sufficient, you wish to produce as far as your life's choice instead of being just a useless consumer, a tax slave. It's not one of these things that's going to happen overnight and it's going to be real easy and it's going to be all these, you know, good, nice stories with these happy endings. It doesn't work that way. It's not a fairy tale. In the real world, you got to put that work in, put that effort in. Several of the plants that I grow are my own genetics that have taken years of my life. Years. You have to be willing to do what it takes. Thank you for being here, everyone. KK, whoever else happens to be in chat, pops into chat at another time. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I did want to go ahead and try to mention some of the, recap some of the stuff from last night. I might have been medicated. I might have drank a beer or two, or 20. But, that being said, I still remember the important things that I discussed. Mainly that the breeder that I've worked with this year for the majority, the bulk of the seed stock, man, it was excellent. I am working today. I'm gonna try to do a, I don't know. I don't even know if a video's enough, but it's something I can offer them where I will formally mention them. I will formally put in the information that any of you out there may need if you wish to, you know, obtain some excellent seed stock. If you maybe you want some extras that I have, whatever, you know, whatever. But I am going to do something to acknowledge them better. I do need to. I've been wondering about the larger of the Panama Ninja gals. Some insight with that regard would be helpful as well. Is she getting enough sun where she's at? For her stage of development, is she stretching too much? Is she not stretching enough? Keeping in mind she is in the beginning stages of flower. She does look like she's probably going to be a longer flowering strain. And I'm just curious what some of you other growers may think. If I need to send you a private message, if I need to send you some better footage of her, whether it be still photograph or video, please let me know. I will happily do so. Also, I need to get up into the woods and I need to Oh, the Gorilla Glue crosses. Blackberries are just taking them over. That is another issue that needs to be addressed today. KK, cheers, friend. I see you. Thank you for being here. Truly, thank you for being here. I'm just recapping some of the stuff that I discussed in my live stream last night. I woke up full of, and then it was, last night was really funny. So here's how my live stream gets nice. I have my nice little live stream. I shut down all the power to the barn. I get everything all locked up, and I figure now I got, I got to get the animals. I got to make sure all the animals are safe and sound. And I go and I get the puppy. The puppy goes to the bathroom, and I go in. I get the cats, and I round up some of the cats that are indoor, outdoor, and I'm gonna let them go in the house. And I can't find any of them. And I've got some beds, some raised beds off the porch. Herbs. Cilantro. I never generally have a good result with cilantro. It's just, I don't know. I can't tell you why. I haven't pinpointed that. But anyway, so I've got this bed, and for once, the cilantro is doing good. I just put the cilantro seedlings into it, I don't know, last week sometime. They're doing excellent. They're just starting to come up, put it, do their thing, and, indoor kitty, where is she at? She's laying on that bed, right on top of all that cilantro. So I did have to do some repair work to her. I didn't really want to. I didn't know what to do. She needed watered anyway. I added some additional soil and to try to prop her up slightly. I did give them a good watering, and then I let it go at that. Long story short, I did not make it into the bed until 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I turned around and got back up at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This meaning I've had 3 hours of sleep. This is not optimal. This is not efficient. It is what it is. I can only do what I can do, and I can only do what I can do with what I have to work with, and I'm doing the best that I can. Some of my projects are lacking the nurturing that they need, they require. I've tried it all. I sat here and I've got fucking... This is embarrassing to even show, but I'll show it. These are, and I've got a lot of these. I have for each section, what I've done was I've taken the property and I've divided the property into a mental image in my mind of 12 sections. And each of these 12 sections, I thought I had some kind of plan as to how, when, where, and why I was planning things and what it would take to do it. So I'd come up with these little cheesy diagrams which illustrate the intention, the section, what should go in it, why it should go in it, blah fucking blah. It's not proving efficient. What do other people do when they set out to grow 101 varieties of edible plants? What do they do? Has anyone else attempted it? How do you do it? How do you pull it off? And you see, these are all questions that I don't have the knowledge to base an answer from. I'm one day at a time. I'm trying to stay on task. I am trying to stay positively, or actually neutrally motivated to keep on keeping on. I've had a lot of successes thus far, not many failures, and I want to keep up that momentum. The end game is that at the close of this year, I'm going to make a compilation video of all of the footage, because I've kept everything, I have documented both audio, video, still photography, written down, scribbles on papers. I have documented everything since the beginning of this adventure, and at the close of this year I will do a compilation video in which I'll finalize all of it. And it's been a lot of fun too. The joy, you know, I had a buddy come by, and he had a friend with him, and the friend and the friend's wife came too. And chick was just awestruck when she seen some of the lettuce beds. Oh, you like lettuce, do you? Oh, you want some lettuce? And the joy that it brought to me to be able to go in the house and get a pair of scissors and a couple bags and just let her fill them bags up with whatever the hell she wanted. And it didn't cost me nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, and there's no reason why we can't do that for everybody. That's the inspiration right there, folks. I don't need inspiration. I've got inspiration. I do need some strategy help, though. I do need some planning. I do need some organizational expertise or something. It's rough. It's tedious when you're doing it all one person. You know, I mean, it is that, like the compost, for instance. I need to turn the compost, and I need to probably add some water to it. I have I don't know, about 3 truckloads worth of compost just piled up. Anyway, take a breather, take a deep breath. It's one of them days, folks. One of them days. I hope everyone else is doing well. I hope everyone else is staying positive, staying on task. You know, living their day to the fullest that they can, because, you know, it's not going to be your first one. It's not going to be your last one, but it is important. It is super crucial that you do as much as you can today. What's that? Live in the moment? That's always been a good one for people to think about. No, I'm not going to move the kelp mill. Leave the kelp mill right there where it's at. I need to get organized. I need to do all kinds of stuff. It's just fun. But I am open to suggestions. If there's something specific that any of you all want to get done around here with me live, we can do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and shoot the shit for a minute, and then I'll probably kill this live stream and get into something. One of the ideas I toyed with is going and getting some of the repurposed lumber that I have stacked up in one of the other barns, and building some additional structures that will serve as raised beds. I'm kind of toying with the idea on this barn where I showed you in that other video where I've started putting planters and various whatever the hell. I thought about building just one structure that went the rest of the length. That would be, I don't know, approximately 14 feet in length. If I could make it about I don't know. You don't want to make your beds. I won't be able to get around all 4 sides of the bed, so I wouldn't want to make it, you know, too wide. I'd want to make sure that I could, you know, have full access to the entirety of the bed. Lots of watering. I am really hoping that the weather manipulators leave us alone this week. I really sincerely need some rain. My water storage is at pretty low levels, and that's not comforting. That is not reassuring to me. It does not scare me because I don't know what fear is, nor do I acknowledge it. But it is something that, you know, makes my already tedious day sometimes more so. I see there's a bee flying around me. You'll notice that I did not swat at the bee, and I didn't start freaking and screaming out. That bee has no intention of aggravating me or bothering me. That bee's doing what that bee's doing. I'm not going to infringe on that bee's rights, and it's not going to infringe on mine. That is a mutual respect that I share with that life. And the same can be applied to every life. So when you go out here and you make excuses to pose a detriment to life, you are only in fact posing a detriment to self, because self is life. You are life. You are living. You are not that name. You are not that fictitious title. You are not that straw man. You are living, breathing. You are life. And you is one. Whether that's me, whether that's I, whether that's you, whether that guy over there, or whatever, however you choose to rationalize or fit it in your head in a way that you feel you can comprehend, there is only one. I have to keep reiterating some of these points for some of you. It doesn't bother me to do so, but I do so not to be redundant, but because it needs to sink in. You need to get to the point where you're able to self-realize, become self-aware, and start to acknowledge just who and what you are, and who and what you can do, and why. It's going to be your ticket to getting out of here. I switched it up. Normally, it would be the Kona blend, a dark roast from Hawaii. And this one here is just a classic French roast. Excellent. Excellent coffee. Excellent. Just lovely. I know many of you are probably thinking that's weird. It's 12:41 Eastern Standard Time. I guess I should probably be drinking something else. But I'm not. I'm drinking coffee. Caffeine buzz. Yeah, caffeine has its issues. It's not for everyone. We do need to be productive today. We do need to get things accomplished. Let's see here. What do we got? How much we got left? That's enough of a dose left. Our bug formula. I say that because with this almost 90-degree weather, the first week of May, we're still technically mid-spring here. And it's near 90. Oh, perfectly normal. Yeah. But anyway, I mentioned the bug stuff because with this hot, nasty fucking weather, doing another topical treatment of the holistic, all-natural, produced by myself, produced by readily available materials that I sourced from my own. I think the bug spray would be do pretty good. Although I'm not having really much issue. The tomatoes, as you've seen, the tomatoes, man. This year's tomatoes crop is just going to be phenomenal. The potatoes, the range would not allow me to take you to the area that we've got the beds set up for the potatoes. But I've told many of you, you know, I've got several varieties of potato growing, and the potatoes are actually going to do fairly decent this year as well. Let me pull up something here and see what's going on. Oh, okay. No big deal there. There was just somebody in there in chat. I seen something that was kind of odd. It's weird. Anyway. The ramblings of a crazy man. That motherfucker, damn, he won't go to a grocery store and buy food. Gives you something to do, that, don't it? I still hope that some of these other projects, as we get closer to them, there's a lot of not confusion, but just I've not figured it all out yet. I'm taking it step at a time. Each day is a new adventure. I don't know how to approach a lot of the areas that I perceive I'm being led into. I don't know where to go with it mentally. I'm following my heart, and I can only hope that I'm on the true path and that I follow it to the best of my ability, and that is sufficient. I don't like to use sayings such as time will tell, because time itself is an illusion. It don't exist. It's not real. It's a fucking... Normally in times like this, you would rely on your help from your support group. My support group consists of plants and animals. If you ask them, I guess everything's just peachy. Everything's great. But that's not offering me the insight that I require, or that I perceive I need. Everything, chickens are producing lovely. The duck, she started laying again. The black copper Marin hen, she started laying again. So they're happy. All of the kitties are happy. They've not made their appearance, their existence known yet publicly. But right here in this barn, not even 6 feet from where I am sitting, is a litter of kittens. I've seen them. Mama Kitty doesn't want me looking at them, and I'm not supposed to get near them. And I respect her. I respect that. I'm not going to. But there's a litter of kittens, and they're beautiful. There's several of them that are silver with like blue eyes. Just exquisite. I've already been looking into what we will do. Looney Productions, cheers, friend. Thank you for being here. Aloha to you as well. Salute, namaste, greetings. Hello, friend. I've already been seeking out a humane way to... Okay, what I need to do is that I need to trap... This all sounds mean, but trust me, this is... Okay. There's an outdoor cat who's a male. He is not fixed. That's a bad terminology. I shouldn't have used that. He's still got some, he's still got his balls. There is a female outdoor kitty, and she likewise can still reproduce. Okay. So now we have a litter. I need to trap both the male and the female with a live trap. And then there's a place locally which I think are going to help me. I don't know if they are or are not, but I need to get them both spayed, neutered. I hate all that stuff. I really don't like saying stuff like that. It's so cruel to me. But I'm thinking in terms of nature and this environment, and trying to, you know, they are not my pets. I don't use that term either. I don't have pets. I share my existence with the nature around me. But anyway, I need to get something done with that regard. I also need to, when they're ready, I'm guessing probably around 6 weeks, I need to get these kittens homes for them. Yes, they have I'm told that there is a pet store locally, but here's my problem with that. I give them to the pet store, and the pet store sells them for $100 a piece. If you're the kind of person that goes out there and pays for animals, look here, you're not a responsible nature lover. You're not really. I mean, you think you can buy life. You can't buy life. None of you. You never could. And you perceive that you can buy life is the problem. It's not the solution. And I am not going to be complacent. I'm not going to assist you in fucking up. So you can pretend to buy all of the nature that you choose to do so, but it's not going to have anything association with me. You don't buy life. And it was wondering, where are you located geographically? Geologically? Geologically? Oh, gosh. That's a hard question. Let me see if I can answer this in a concise way. This place is called many things. No, it is not the United States. That's a corporation. I don't even think America is a legitimate terminology to phrase what this place is. But let's, for the sake of, ease, we'll say it's America. Okay. Now, let's say within America, you've got all this land, and then this land has been subdivided by its so-called rulers. And they got territory here, and we'll call this country here, and this state here, and this township here, and blah, fucking blah. And you get to a point called the foothills of the Smoky Mountains, also known as Tennessee. Anyway, out in the country, on the side of a mountain, in a hollow. Old Indian land. Old native land. Old native land. That the white man killed, raped, tortured, pilfered, and stolen to acquire, and now he says he owns it, and he has called it Tennessee. So that's what they call whatever it is on that. Yeah. You beat a motherfucking so-called Indian, and you robbed that motherfucker. And now you somehow get to rename the nature preserve that he called home. You get to rename it, and it all of a sudden becomes a state within a country, within a continent. How does that work exactly? And what would ever entitle any of you to do that? Who exactly? Where did you get this so-called fucking authority? What makes you, what gives you that sense of entitlement that makes you even assume or presume that any of that's acceptable or that you can do any of that? And yes, you meant geographically, but look, don't get caught up in the words. Words have little to no value. Little to no value. It does not matter what so-called language you speak. Your linguistics are bullshit. They're useless. Why do you think so many things are lost in interpretation, in translation? Because your language was intentionally created and then hijacked so that you would no longer own your power. And when you lost your power, the same things that perverted your language to take away your form of communication seized your power, and now they use your very own power against you. And that's why you're a slave. You allow them to use your power against you. So if your words get crossed, that's the intent. That's why they are there. Babble. It's all babble. So, without your words being true, without your one word having one meaning, you are unable to communicate with all of the people, all of the things around you that share them words. Meanwhile, those that maintain a pure system of language, a pure system of communication, are able to rule you with supremacy. They can completely dominate your entire existence. This is true now. This will be true in the future. This was true in the past. And without realizing who and what you are, you cannot do anything about it. Period. And if that's not acceptable to you, ascertain wisdom and use the wisdom to follow the ledge of no. Yes, the thin line between which segregates what is known from what is known not. Why do you think it is called a no ledge? And the closer that you take yourself, not here, but to that line, the more of your power you will be able to utilize against those whom have enslaved you for tens of thousands of years. Yeah, that's right. Tens of thousands of years. All roads lead to Rome. I seen that in chat. Let me see, where are we at? Let me see. Somebody mentioned that. I'm not stupid. Yes. Killa Solomon. Sal's Garden. Cheers, friend. Brother. Hey, aloha. Hey. Thank you for being here. Oh man, that's just awesome. Wow. That's just fucking great. The people that I'm seeing in chat. Looney Productions says divide and rule. Poor Man Grow. Hey, what is up, brother? Hey, thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm not ranting or... what am I doing? Pontificating? No. I'm hopefully saying words that are somewhat thought-provoking. A lot of times they fall on deaf ears. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody keep in mind that we are all one. We were fractaled. Okay? Different manifestations of one true energy or emotion. Energy and motion. Now, as we reconnect, as we again become one, some of the fractaled portions will arrive back at the one at a different rate. Okay? We are all coming back together. We are all reconnecting as one. But this is not all happening at the same speed, for lack of a better way of putting it. You know, there was a time when I was 11 Bravo in the United States military. Nowadays, I look back and what the fuck was I thinking? Fight bankers' wars for Israel? Really? Why would I do that? Am I really that goddamn stupid? No, that's not it at all. I wasn't here yet. I was in a period where I was things were happening. Experiences within the cosmos were occurring. Fucking things were aligning. It was transitioning my soul through a course. Everything happens for a reason. You've heard that your whole life. It's true, people. It's true. Those are not empty words. I say they profound. Bravo 5150. Yeah. Hoorah. Rolling a cigarette. Everything that you did, everything that you've said, everything you've been, everything you've not been, it has all led you right here. Right here. You see, many things can hijack and usurp control from many other things. But this creates, think of the universe as being a scale, right? So this creates chaos. Things are out of balance. However, nature will balance itself. It will bring you, us all, everything back together as one. We might teeter over here, and then we teeter over here, blah, fucking blah. But ultimately, balance will be restored. We're at a stage which is really exceptional. I love the timeline that I'm in. I don't know which timeline a lot of you are in. If you study shit like Mandela effect and some of the other things, you'll know that they're constantly trying to manipulate time space. They got lots of tools to do so. We could mention CERN, but we could also mention the other stargates. Look at your Lake Michigan. Your fucking there's a lot of them. Your Bermuda Triangle. There are a lot of ways to manipulate time and space, and they do so all the time. You know, they would love nothing more than to keep this soul prison going. It's not going to happen, folks. Balance is being restored, and a lot of you just don't realize that you're living in an era in which you are seeing some climaxes that unparalleled. There is no parallel. Yeah, parallel. It reminds me of, what's that? The 33rd parallel? What's that man-made ley line? Ah, you fucking Masons think you've got shit so figured out, don't you? You really think you got it figured out? Y'all motherfuckers, time's coming. You just don't know. You don't want to let yourself be caught on the wrong side of a battle. Y'all motherfuckers are on the losing end. Yes, every one of you Freemasons, every one of you, you are all on the losing end of this thing. Sorry. Get your shit together. That's all I can tell you. Some of us are very, 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 very well prepared. And when that time comes, we're gone. Yep, playing out a tired script. And when the script gets too fucking tedious, too tiresome, too fucked up with holes, guess what they do? They trash it. Get rid of the script, rewrite it, redo it. New script. They'll change a little thing here and there. Like I was speaking on a live stream the other day, I was on a fellow YouTuber's live stream, and I was talking about some of the other times that the script was redid, rewrit, reset, however you want to verbalize it. But you know, your largest rainforest were covered with fucking ice and decreed forevermore off limits to you. You will know of this place as so-called Antarctica. But do you ever question why you're not allowed there? Do you never question what was the ice used to conceal? Or even the obvious question, how the fuck the ice got to be there? Yeah, some more of those weird questions that nobody, or rarely does anyone ever ponder. And those of us that do ponder it, oh, we're a fringe extremist. We're domestic terrorists. We're conspiracy theorists. We're evil. We're bad. Your government, your mind control, government, govern, to control, mentis, meaning mind. Your mind control system says that you can't listen to people like me. We're bad. We don't go there because it's cold. We're not allowed to go there. Why are we not allowed to? Why can I not pack up a fucking backpack, jump on a plane, jump on a boat, and then go to Antarctica? And don't tell me you can. Please don't tell me you can. Look on, you got the internet. The greatest trap of data ever invented. Yes, it's a web. It's a trap. It can reveal quite a lot. Many of us have tried. They won't let you get nowhere near it. They don't want you to see the ends of the earth. We've been so thoroughly conditioned to perceive that the ends of the earth don't exist. Do you know what it would do to the human psyche to see the ends of the earth? But even a larger question that I've thought about when I think in terms of the ends of the earth is what lies beyond. If I were to somehow get to the ends of the earth, what would I discover that is beyond? One friend one time, he theorized that we would see many other petri dishes. No, I don't believe Earth is either flat or round. The scientific, and science is fucking bullshit anyway, but the science that I have seen and researched has suggested to me more so that it is in fact a holographic projection as opposed to being either round or flat. Copernicus was a typical lion, parasite, fucking Mason motherfucker. You can't trust people like that. They've never been honest with you. They would never be honest with you. Ever. There has never been a Freemason, historically a living, breathing being that has been allowed to be honest. They were vetted prior to becoming initiates. This includes prior to them being so-called Freemasons. That demographic existed before the title Freemason was affixed to it. Even spherical trigonometry proves that the fucking that their science is bullshit. Curvature mathematics. There's a fucking myriad of topics that we could get into that would fucking, at the end of the day, it's chaos. It's flat. No, it's round. It's flat. No, it's round. It's neither. It never was. It was, not only is it neither, even if it were either one, there would still be no way to prove it. Look at your space exploration, okay? So, there's this thing, and it's a planet. No, it's a ball. It's a fire. It's called a sun, and it's a gazillion miles away. How the fuck do you know? Have you been there? Look at that orange ball up there. Where the fuck's it at? What do you base your idea that some idiot writes a bunch of numbers on a piece of paper and that is proof to you? That proves something to you? How? How does that prove anything? And what is their so-called proofs based on? Are they based on proofs, or are they based on the theoretical bullshit offered by others? Oh, man. In the simulation, we are on a round planet and satellites orbit this planet. That is how we are communicating. Think of Saturn. Once Saturn become the dead sun, when Saturn was no longer the sun, when Saturn became the dead sun, Saturn basically was utilized as, for lack of a better way of putting this, as a hard drive. Stores everything and nothing simultaneously. And everything and nothing simultaneously is shared throughout the cosmos. And they have lots of devices which act as, think of them as like walking repeaters or linear amplifiers that send off all of this, project all of this into the cosmos. Emotion, energy and motion, yes. Well, most math can't truly be proven either. It's based on theory, which is based on others' theory, which is based on others' theory. I mean, math doesn't account for, let me see, you know where people get their fucking gravity myth. They get that from math as well. Well, I got this big fucking number and it proves gravity. It does. You just have to take my word for it. And if you don't take my word for it, well, you're just a goddamn conspiracy theorist. You're just a fucking idiot, and I don't like you no more. I'm gonna take my ball and go home. You can't play with me no more. At the end of the day, that accomplishes nothing. A lot of these topics would be easier for many of you to comprehend and understand once you were able to visualize them with the third eye, and do so not from this realm, but from a realm, although within this realm, not of this realm. You are a trans-dimensional being. You always have been. You've got to be on the outside looking in sometimes. It offers a vantage point that's not readily available to you. When you can get to that vantage point, things, there's a certain level of clarity that you can arrive at. Yes, breathing air. Breathing air. And why do we breathe so much air? Let's see. RNA, ribonucleic acid. And you take ribonucleic acid and you incorporate phosphates into it. Then you place it into an oxygen-rich environment. What product have you created? DNA. Yes, now you've created DNA. However, just like you said about the DNA, just like you said, well, like we were mentioning earlier, when you break your DNA down further, when you break it down further than RNA, I think someone's coming up the driveway. It all becomes binary. It's all a binary language. Oh man, it scares me anytime I perceive that people are coming up the driveway. I do not like visitors. I do not like company of any kind. Anyway, I got to end this live stream. There is someone coming up the driveway, and I don't like outsiders. So I need to be locked and loaded. But anyway, as always, much love, everyone. Namaste. On behalf of Volunteer Agriculture, True Living Organic Farms, this is CC2 Arms, also known as True Patriot. Until next time, folks. Hey, be safe. Be safe, everyone.